do you consider older guys and younger guys?
No.
You would never consider a guy.
They have to be older.
If I'm going to like date somebody, then yes, they would have to be older because I just feel like I'm the baby in my family, like all my cousins and like obviously my sisters. So I just feel like I wasn't babied a lot, but I just feel like being the youngest, I would like to remain the youngest. And it just like you know what I think about? I'm like, okay, you know, I'm 31, by the way. So I'm 31. So if I dated someone who was like 26, oh my God.
I was
How many?
saying that
7,
young.
8, 9, 10, 11. That's 5 years. So when that person was in first grade, I was in sixth grade.
Why you gotta
Can
put
you
it
think
like that?
about that?
Why
And you have to think about
that.
when, let's say I don't know if it is the same for girls, but it's like, let's say when your spouse retires, you can't touch that retirement with them until I think like you retire. I don't know.
Oh, you think you're way
Girl,
down the
I'm
road.
trying to get to tomorrow. I'm not worried about it. My 401k isn't
That
even
too, but I'm
looking
trying to
good.
build with somebody too and
Yeah.
retire nice. Like,
That's a good point, though.
But-
Yeah.
I will consider that.
But
from now
what
on.
if that guy like treated you like a queen, like treated you in the way that you want? You know, let me ask you a question. What's your type?
Oh, see, I don't
Can
know.
I guess? Can I guess what it is?
What is it?
I feel like you like them like kind of thug looking dudes.
What?
Like kind of like those thug
Toxic
like
looking
like
guys?
those like you know like in K-pop shows, no, not K dramas.
Oh, yeah.
They're like the gangsters, like the people who are in gangs.
Oh my God.
I feel like that's your type. I feel like that's your type, Juliana.
So that's like the.
You ain't like me. It look like I'm like some K-pop or K-drama
Yeah, no, you'd
protagonist.
not fly.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Hell no. Which I'm completely okay with. I
Yeah,
understand. But yeah, you want the complete flip side.
I think a lot of people say that to me, but like I don't know really. Like people ask me that a lot. They're like, "Oh, what's your type?" But like I don't know if I can like. I think if you're thinking of your ideal person, like there's a lot of things that I look for, right? Like my ideal person, like it's very probably shallow, but like
We all
know-
shallow.
We all
yeah,
shallow.
yeah, obviously. But I just like there's certain things that I like,
What are they?
but I mean, the first off the bat, like the number one thing that I usually like look at are shoes. So if your shoe game's not right for me, then like, you know, I just can't, you know, if it's not to the same level as me, that's okay. But your shoes better be clean at least.
Do they gotta be like J's?
No, like I don't care like about that. Like, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like it doesn't have to be the same, you know, line of like shoes that I have, but like just like look like if they're not like the sneakers world, then like just make sure they're clean.
What if he's just a hype beast and he's not actually into shoes?
Is it the same thing?
No, because
No, like
sorry.
sneakerheads and like hype beasts are different.
Yeah,
How
It's
do you like their clothes?
Sneakerheads are actually
No.
into shoes. Hype beasts only wear shoes that are hot because they're
Yeah.
hot. But they don't
Yeah.
are not actually in shoes.
But I'm just saying, isn't hypebeast technically like a part of sneakerheads? Like every sneakerhead or every hypebeast is technically a sneakerhead. Every sneakerhead is not a hypebeast.
Technically, yeah.
I guess so, yeah.
But okay, what about that? What if he's not actually into shoes, but he's only
Actually, no, that's not true then. Because I think they're separate because sneakerheads are like they're there for like the shoes.
shoes.
So the most notable thing is obviously the Jordans, right? Like the history of the Jordans. Hype beasts, what he's saying that like they're just in it because like it's a fad at the moment.
Yeah.
You know, like you know how like it's happening a lot right now that I've noticed, but like a lot of females are getting a lot of Jordans right now. Like
Yeah.
the Jordan ones are like coming out like rapid fire with like a bunch of different colors and stuff, and like the Dunks obviously,
Dunks.
but those have been shoes for a really long time. So
Yes.
it's like it's a fad now to be like a sneakerhead. So I've noticed that a lot of girls are like getting more into that, but you know, so I think they're different.
Okay.
Like sneakerheads are their own like.
Okay, that's fair.
true collectors. Like
Yeah.
I'm a sneakerhead because you know I collect a whole bunch of Jordans.
Right. Yeah. I just saw them. Yeah. So I think they're like different. Hype beasts are just like in it because like they're hot, and that also categorizes the people who buy stuff to sell them.
That's true. All right, so shoes. What's next?
Oh, Shoes.
You
I
could
mean,
be as shallow
this
as
is
you
like
want.
your ideal, right? Like like if
Ideal.
God, like
Yeah, they-
plucked one
They-
from
yeah.
the
Someone
heavens
make it-
and
God's
dropped him
making
down
your
for
Adam.
me.
Exactly.
It's your
You're
Adam.
giving an order form to God. You say, God, say, what do you want?
Yeah.
Okay.
Blank check.
So, okay, the shoes, and then obviously that's the first thing I look at. And like this is nothing internal, right? Like not like your personality.
It
Because
could be eternal. Anything.
well, I don't want to date a shit person, so that's just like off the bat. Like obviously you have to be like a good person.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But so this is all exterior, but
Could be anything you want.
shoes. I look at obviously like teeth are important. You know, like I don't want you to have like, you know, I mean,
Fuck
if
the
you don't have
rest of
like
teeth.
yeah, like I don't need you missing teeth. You
Okay.
know, maybe get some veneers or something.
What if you had
But-
like? What if you had like a gold tooth?
I mean, it's like, okay, that's fine. It's giving rich. It's giving, I'm here for it's giving Pirates of the Caribbean.
Give us some Trinidad James action up in there.
Getting the golds.
Okay.
Teeth and, I think like overall just like how they carry themselves, right? Like, I don't want you to like look like you don't know how to like
A
put your
bum.
clothes on.
A bum.
Yeah. Or get dressed or put things together. Like I would like a really, you know, well-rounded, you know, dressed person, I feel like. And like I would like someone who has tattoos because like I have them, but like, you know, that's not a thing that everyone has, right? So it's not like it would just be like cool. Like I think if I'm trying to put all the pieces together for
Okay,
somebody.
Gotcha.
Is that it? I'm surprised you did not say height.
Oh, well, I'm only 5'4". Like you better be taller than me. I don't want to look down on you.
Would you date a guy that say a guy came into your life with all that perfect, but he's only 5'5"?
Oh, 5'5". Yeah, that's okay.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm 5'4".
Okay, what if
W.
he's
She don't wear heels too. She
I
don't wear
don't,
heels.
yeah. And if I do that, it's only like at weddings, so
Yeah,
you
so-
better stay on your tippy toes.
okay? So if he's 5'4", he's fine. But he's perfect in every way.
Yeah, I would do that.
You know what? You a real one.
W.
I can't. If it's like 5, then I don't want to do that, obviously. But you know,
Race? Does race take a factor?
no, I don't think so. I just like I feel like just I'm like attracted to like Asian people.
Naturally.
Like I get that a lot. They're like, oh, like would you be interested in dating like, you know, outside of Asian people? Like you always date Asian people. I'm like, I can't help that I'm like attracted to Asian people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't find that there's anything wrong with that. But like, you know, I like Justin Bieber. He's cute. And like, I like Chris Brown. So
You remember back like, I think it's like 2018.
are you about to bring up your friend?
Yeah, I was trying to set you up with
yeah,
my friend.
no.
He's African American. All right,
Yeah, we'll tell you later.
but I tried. You remember when I tried
Yeah,
to set you?
I do, I
and I
do.
read that. I'll say, "Hey, you down with this?" Like I was trying to set you up. You said, "Yeah, I'm down with it." And so I always thought you was down with those type with the.
Oh, yeah. Like, I mean, I've I'm attracted to like black guys. Like, I don't,
Right.
you know, but I don't see too many of them that I'm like, oh, you know.
I always thought you did because when I asked you, because he was
I
single
don't
at the
remember
time.
saying yes though, so I don't know who you were talking to,
No,
but
I
it
was
damn
sa-
sure
no,
wasn't
it-
me because I know who you're talking
It
about.
was definitely you. It was 100% you because I remember I was like, you know what? Because he was single at the time,
Oh, okay.
and I was like, you know what? Chris Brown looking guy.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
She likes Chris Brown. Hook her up with him.
She knows who he is too.
But
Do
no,
I?
but like she's he
We'll tell you later.
he a good looking dude. I ain't gonna lie.
You really do be clueless.
He a good looking dude.
I am
She's
not
like,
gonna,
who?
I mean, obviously he's taken now, but like, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all my friends, I would say he's probably top 3.
Yeah.
He's probably the 3 most attractive guys. This is coming from a guy. I think he's one of the 3 most attractive guys that I know.
Cause he's like 6'2". He's like just built.
Built like a tank.
I don't really care too much about height. Do you care about height?
Well, she's tall.
Oh, you're tall. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the perfect guy. Like I said, he's 6'2".
Okay.
He's black. Well,
Yeah.
he's a halfie.
He looks like Chris Brown.
He literally looks like Chris Brown, and this dude is built. He's like a
I don't
genetic
think he
freak.
look like Chris Brown.
I'm saying he got that look.
That
That's how he
light
looks
skin.
Exactly, he got that look.
I bet if he dyed his hair blonde like Chris Brown right now, he'd look like Chris Brown.
No.
It kind of curls.
No,
and
no, he
waves.
doesn't. He doesn't look exactly, but he's light skinned.
Okay, he's just
light
light
skin, he's
skin.
light skin.
Yeah,
Bro,
light
he
skin.
built like a tank. I just still think to myself all the time, like, dang.
Oh, I also don't care about that either. Do you care about that? Like, I don't need someone who like works out.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't. He's just naturally
built.
like that.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying you're bringing up more characteristics. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it on the fly.
But you're saying it doesn't matter though.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
a good
yeah.
ass dude too. And I think, but then I was like, dang, like I was thinking, like, dang, that man, God really blessed him. Man. God truly blessed
He
him.
was one of God's favorites.
He was one of God's favorites.
Spend
God,
extra time on him. Spend extra time.
yeah, and he's a good overall good guy. I wouldn't set you up like that.
Oh,
What about
I know.
you?
Thank you.
What's on her
type?
agenda?
What's your type?
I feel like I get this conversation all the time, and I'm like, I don't know. But if you like, very few people know like all my past, and they're like, there's no pattern, but they're like, I see something, but they don't really correlate together. It's because my range is like so all over the place. I think I've gone for nerdy and like dorky, and I thought I never would come across and like give somebody like that a chance. I came across somebody that was like, oh, like I think he's like too pretty for me. Like he like no, not like out of my league. And then I tried it, and then I went for somebody that was like bald. And I usually appreciate guys with like nice hair, and I've like gone on a few dates with a bald guy, and then so it's just across the board.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I don't have a pattern. So, like,
I kind of like it though, because then I get to figure out what I like and what I don't like.
Yeah.
And it's like, I do prefer Asians, but I've definitely dated around like outside my race. Just curious. Like, I'm not gonna be marrying this person, but just like have fun and
Trying
Yeah.
to figure out what you like, right?
yeah. That's the whole point of dating, right? Is like,
yeah.
to
And I
figure
realized
it
after
out.
I'm like, that was definitely just like a phase.
But I don't like dating either. Like, y'all be going on dates and
I don't
shit?
go on dates at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I don't go for the free food. Like I appreciate my time. And a lot, like 10 out of 10 friends will tell you like Viv will pick the gym or her friends over like a date. Like I can't tell you so many times where like I'm just like, I'm so sorry, I gotta go to the gym. Like
You know what that
Dang,
means,
crazy.
on
right?
dinner.
You know what that means? You ever heard the saying that when you're not looking, that's when it comes finds you?
I've been not looking for a very long time. I might just want to add that. And it still has not come.
All those
Yeah,
cliches,
me
man.
too,
All
me
those
too.
cliches.
You know what that means, right? Just like sometimes the longer you wait, the bigger the blessing.
Thank you, Oprah. I appreciate that.
So you know what?
Oprah's still single,
Maybe,
isn't
she? Time's a little ticking, though.
this guy's just taking longer for you to prepare for this guy to just.
Well, I'm
come
not
up with
quite
some
sure
shit.
what he's waiting on, but it's taking a very long time. I want to freeze my eggs in the next like 4 years. I would like to do it now, but it costs a lot of money.
Well, how much does it cost to freeze your eggs?
A lot of money.
I just want to know, just
I don't know
for
how
like
much,
research
a lot.
purposes.
Like
60, like at
thousands.
least 50.
Thousands.
50,000.
I'm not sure the actual procedure, but I saw one girl share it on her Instagram story. She said kind of like she has to go through sessions and get a lot of tests, and that's like what 15K each session. And then after she gets tested and it has to be scheduled correctly, then she starts the actual procedures. She goes through I think like at least 1 or 2 times. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. This is going back to the type. Have you ever heard the saying? They say that usually people end up with people that look similar to you.
No.
You've never heard that saying, like
I've
because
heard of that, and I'll like look at my friends in relationships
because
if they look alike.
I know a couple.
No, it's
I know
not.
a couple.
It's not like you look exactly alike, but you're looking for somebody that's similar to you. Because think about it.
Okay.
At the end of the day, this is another saying. They saying that everybody looks 20% more attractive than what you perceive yourself.
Oh, right. Yes.
Right?
I've heard that.
Right? Because everybody, like, you see yourself every single day. And so you see every little imperfection of you. So you think you're uglier than you really are. But in reality, you're actually not as, like, you're more beautiful than what you think you are.
Okay. Okay.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
And usually, since you are so keen on yourself, you notice all the features within yourself. So when you look for a partner, you're looking for the same thing because those are the things you notice about yourself. So you see in
okay.
other people.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? Like for myself, I'm really tall. I like tall women.
Okay.
So like,
Where
but that's
y'all at?
Decimated, like,
5'10" and above only.
I don't know about 5'10".
oh, see this tall rad.
If 5'10" is super tall, but I'm saying I like say like 5'5", like minimum, ideally. But I would say height's not a deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
It's just ideal, you know. And there's
Preference.
and there's like other type of like subtle things. Like another example is when it comes to Asian people, you notice that there are two types. You either got very, very sharp features or you have very like round faces. Have you noticed that? Or
Yeah,
very round?
yeah.
I since I have very structured face, I like women who have more structured looking faces.
Okay.
Nothing against people with more rounder faces. It's just that's just what I look for.
Got a question though. Do you think in your past you dated more girls with rounder faces?
I don't know. I think that I've dated women of all shapes and sizes.
Okay,
But I
fair.
realized that the ones that that look more closer to my features are the ones I probably liked more,
Oh, okay.
like subtly.
Now that you say that, I noticed that, but I think it not more so looks, but I think I go for that's where like it ties in like all the guys I've like either dated or like had flings with, they don't really correlate, but they all like one thing in common, it's like their character, their personality is like very similar. Like and kind of like me, like I kind of like somebody that's like sociable or kind of like are you funny? Just I don't know. I should have done more research on what my type was, but
Hey, man.
you get the point. Kind of like someone like me, like very free flowing, likes to have fun, never takes things like seriously, like a lot of like humor.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that's like
Yeah.
that's like after the initial attraction though. But initially, you're looking at pure physical stuff.
Yeah.
No,
Like-
because every guy that I've like had interest in, I feel like their personality or their character clicks to me first.
Okay.
And then like at first I'm like, I don't think he's cute or like he's not my type at all. And then I'll slowly start to find him more attractive.
What if he's like a 4 physically, but his personality is like a 10?
I've been flings.
You know
flings
what?
with people before.
Hey, you get an A for that. What about you? What if he's like not your type at all physically, like some complete opposite of what you would ever go for, but his personality is so good.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would do it too.
You guys are W people.
Y'all are.
Period.
That's some
Why are
W
we still
people.
single?
Say it louder. Yeah,
You
right?
guys some
Y'all
great people.
Yeah, y'all are
Oh
great
my
people.
Y'all are great people.
God, yeah. No, I mean, yeah.
God better drop us some fine men, whoever we're walking down the altar to.
Soon.
Someone text them, DM them both.
Not soon for me.
Follow those
but-
DM tips we gave. Follow the DM tips
Yeah.
and DM both
Oh
of
my
them.
God. Those are the tools.
That's crazy. You guys, like, yeah, you guys aren't as like a lot of people would like because a lot of people bomb modern women for being like, oh yeah, they're like super picky, but you guys are like not at all.
Y'all are really chill.
Yeah.
I'm picky, but to like a certain extent, not so like looks, but I'm picky with more like character, personality, or it's like, are you financially responsible or like, would you fit in my
Yeah.
friends? It's like those kind of
Oh,
logistics.
but that's what I was saying. Like, I was speaking just on physical stuff because, like, those are all like a given, right? Like, you don't want a bum ass personality. So, like, all those things have to, like, yeah, financially responsible. Are you respectful to like people and
Yeah.
parents? Like, one thing is like how you like treat like restaurant employees.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that's a big one,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
like all those are like a given to me. Like they're kind of like you have to have that because like otherwise those are deal breakers. Like it's not gonna work because
Yeah.
it's like you don't want a shit person.
Yes.
Just
Yeah.
So I was speaking just on like
Looks.
physicals, yeah, but those are all like big things to like that you find that I usually find like after, but I'm with you on it. These are just like the initial like
Yeah.
oh, because like you're attracted to someone physically first before you, like, at least for me, like I'm attracted to someone physically first before I even want to like
That's facts.
continue
We're
anything.
visual creatures.
Unless it's like a friend, like a friend of a friend, or like, someone's friend, or you're kind of friends with them, but you're not really like,
Yeah.
close like that, right? You're not like it's not like my homie. It's just like a guy friend that you see in passing, like here and there. But yeah, you better have all those things.
At
Gotta
the,
have
end,
it all together.
at the end of the day, you don't always get what you get because you've seen my last 2 exes, and they're not like. I'll admit though, my last 2 exes were not my type.
Oh, really?
I was about to
Okay.
say, I'm not gonna lie, Jesse, because you were explaining your type. I'm like, Jesse, in my mind, I know what your type is because you've explained to me many times. But in my mind, I'm like,
Yeah, it's ironic because like my type is like out of all my exes, like none of them fit my type.
I feel like,
Like
if you blended
exactly,
three of
okay,
them,
okay.
if you blended three of them together, they'd be your type because they've all taken different parts. Either like physically, their stature was a certain way, or their attitude was a certain way that you liked, or their person, not their attitude, but their like compassion.
It's like the whole package.
Yeah, like if you could put them all three of them together, it'd be like your type.
Yeah, so honestly, what it comes down to is like, even though I have a type, it's not a deal breaker.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like if I met a girl, she was great, and she was only 5'2", 5'3", I'm like, that's fine.
That's what a lot of people say. They say
Like, don't you want someone smaller so like
No.
you can
No,
it looks kind of no, it's okay, but it looks kind of weird because once upon a time, Jesse was standing next to this chick she's like 4'11", I think.
I'm a Tiff.
No, yeah, not really. Tiff is like miniature. Love you, Tiff, if you're watching this. But like this girl's not like miniature. She's like a normal size because Tiff is like 4'11",
She says she's 5 feet, but I think she's 4'11".
but she's also like really petite for
She's one of my good friends,
4'11",
Tiff. You know Tiff. Right?
Yeah, I know Tiff.
right? And so when I mean like regular size, I mean like she's like really thin. I don't want to say thin like a derogatory term, but she's just petite. But this girl I'm talking about, she's like 4'11", but like a normal sized, not petite, not chubby, just normal, right? And she was standing next to you, and I was like, that looks so
Yeah, okay. I
weird.
guess it's not as aesthetically like pleasing. To
This
the
girl
eyes.
was up to Jesse's like nipple, it looked like, because the way they were like walking, and I was like, okay, never
She looks like
mind.
my daughter.
It looks wrong.
Hey, maybe
Come
some
here,
people
child.
like that. Some
I
people-
don't know. I don't. Nah. Well, I like to say I've said this before. I also do it because I'm tall and I want my son to be tall.
Oh yeah.
So I don't
okay,
want to.
yeah.
I don't want to like.
You don't want to dilute the
Yeah, yeah.
blood.
Like I know. I'm not. I don't mean to say it in a bad way. I don't want to dilute my genes and make my son only like 5'8".
Yeah.
And my son coming to me in like 30 years. My dad. Why am I not 6 foot? Like you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go look at your mother.
Hey man,
No, I get that. I
And
get
then
My
that.
mom wished I was taller.
what?
Yeah, like I think in my like growth chart, I was supposed to be like 5'8". And she blames me like once I stopped growing, she's like, it's because you didn't drink milk every day. Like I told you. I'm like
Wait, how tall are you? 5'6", 5'7"?
pushing 5'7", like, a little bit 5'6", 5'7".
What is 1
She's like, but
inch?
you're not 5'8".
What is
And then
1
my
inch?
sister, I think, was supposed to be also like taller than me. She's 5'3". So I told my mom like, huh.
You're off by 1 and she's off by a lot.
They said I was supposed to be like 6'3" or 6'4". Thank God I didn't grow that high.
You're actually pretty tall for an Asian
I don't
girl
think
too.
that's like too
Really?
high.
The average height for an Asian woman is only 5'2", 5'3".
Yeah. I mean, I feel small, but I know that I'm average. I'm 5'4". Yeah.
When you were
so-
in park, you could just see everyone's forehead.
Well, I usually have my heels on, so yeah, I could see everyone from the tabletops because I'll only be at the tables.
I've definitely had to slouch because
yeah.
some of my guy friends are like, you're a little tall today. And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Have you ever had difficulty because of your height? Like, do you think guys ever like cancel, like basically X you out because of your height?
No, I don't think so. Yeah.
Because I feel like
I think guys are more open than girls are when it comes to height.
It's true. Certain guys.
Like if we're like kind of like the same height, they're like, like it's cool. Like it doesn't really bother me. But for me, I don't. It depends if I would say it back.